Okay, so Chase, you were telling me where we were talking about Working on the Railroad, the song, right?
Yes.
And we talked about how it was really old, like older than Mommy and Daddy, older than Nana and Pops, and we said it's probably older than anybody you know, right? And then you said he's probably as old as the dinosaurs. But then you said the dinosaurs weren't the first things on. Where did the dinosaurs come from?
Well, the robots.
Okay.
The robots had to, not build them. Well, there is these kind of mushrooms that grew. The robots planted a little bit of seeds from somewhere in their packs, and then they started putting them in the ground, and the mushrooms came up.
Okay, so the robots, they found some mushrooms?
No, they didn't find mushrooms. They had seeds inside them, and they started planting the seeds.
Okay, so
mushrooms grew.
Okay, so the robots took out their seeds and planted mushrooms.
Yes.
And they made the dinosaurs out of the mushrooms?
No, they didn't make them.
But
they grew out of the mushrooms.
Oh, the dinosaurs grew from the mushrooms. Okay, so then where did the robots come from? Who made the robots?
No one made the robots. Space made the robots.
Okay.
Space.
And how did that happen?
Well, you remember the meteors crashed together. That's why.
So there's meteors in space.
Yes.
They crashed together to make the robots.
Yes.
And then the robots landed on the Earth?
Yes.
Okay. And then from there, they grew the mushrooms. The mushrooms grew the dinosaurs. And then what happened?
And then all animals came when all the dinosaurs extinct.
Oh, so it's just dinosaurs on the Earth.
Yes.
Something happened to the dinosaurs and they became extinct.
And no, before the robots died, because the dinosaurs thought it was food and for a house, and they started eating it, and the robots got extinct for the whole first entire world.
Okay.
They were the most shortly extinct ones, and then dinosaurs were extinct, and finally big animals were extinct, and then big animals, new animals would take their place,
okay.
and then new robots were made to born Santa Claus, and Santa Claus was born.
Okay, so and those are the robots we know now, like the robots that are around today?
Yes, the robots are still living right now.
Okay.
They're still living.
So the original robots are from the first world, and then the dinosaurs were from the second world. And where are we now? The third world?
Yep. Okay. Where all the new robots created. And then Santa Claus was born.
Okay. Okay, let's go all the way back to the time of the robots. And you said space made the robots, right? With the meteors.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Earth. So here's about a very important thing about the Earth.
Okay.
Well, these parts.
You said the meteors smashed together to make the Earth, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then a couple of stars fell down and started glowing.
Okay. Well.
Green and blue.
So then, okay, so that's where the Earth came from. But what about the sun?
Well, the sun was there with the space the whole time too.
Oh, okay.
So that's when the dinosaurs were created. When the robots didn't have the sun.
So what about?
So they had flashlights in their hands and and they had to build stuff.
So the sun wasn't there with space. No. So who made the sun?
No, the space made the sun.
Okay, space.
And then when the dinosaurs were born, the sun was there, and then. So
they didn't need flashlights. Just at nighttime, right?
Yes. No, not at nighttime. When the sun was not created, they had to use flashlights to do what.
Well, if the sun wasn't.
There's 3 robots creating.
But now I'm confused because you said the sun was always there with space, right?
It wasn't there.
So where did it come from? Where did the sun come from?
Well, the stars smushed together. That's why, and it started to glow, bigger, 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 bigger. And then when it was finally big, the sun came up from the sky, and it started to rise. And then finally, it was a full sun, and people started to get born.
Okay. Well, where about all the other planets? Where they like Saturn and
They came.
Mars?
They came from the Earth. The Earth.
They did?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Well, I'm telling you.
Oh, they were inside the Earth all the time, and then they just popped out of the Earth. But I thought Jupiter was a lot bigger than the Earth.
Oh.
So how did it come out of the Earth if it's bigger?
Well.
How did it fit? How did it fit in there?
It wasn't. It wasn't there. It was there with space the whole time.
Oh, okay. So the planets didn't come from Earth.
Well, the other planets were there in the Earth, but Jupiter was the only planet there.
Oh, but Saturn's bigger than the Earth too. You know.
I know. So Saturn and so both of them, I made a mistake. Saturn and also Jupiter were out there, and none of the other planets.
Okay.
And then
So space, it was always been there, right? Which means Jupiter's always been there, and the Sun and Saturn and all the other big planets that don't fit in the Earth were always there. So who made those planets? Who made all the planets and the stars and the sun and all that? Where did that all come from?
the space made it.
But who made space?
No one made space. I told you no one made space.
Well, how did it start? How did space start?
Well, space started out as a giant black thing.
Okay.
It came out of somewhere.
Where? Where did it come from?
I don't know.
But it did come from somewhere?
Yes.
So
that was very dark and black.
Okay, so before space, there was something very dark and black, and space came out of that? I wonder how that happened.
Well, I know one thing. An earthquake was created.
In space?
No, it was not created, but it was before space. And in that dark hole, there was a big earthquake.
So it was something like an earthquake, like something shook that black, nothing, the blackness.
Yeah.
And that's where space came out of?
Yeah.
After the shaking?
Yeah, and then stars popped up.
What do you think that sounded like?
Probably her like lightning, like this, bang, bang, bang.
Oh, so it was a bang?
Yeah.
Would you say it was like a big bang?
Yeah, probably it shook the whole thing of the whole place and the whole world.
All right, well, that's great. Thanks for sharing that with me.
Well, I didn't tell you anything else before the third thing.